If you're here, however, you must have the authority to enter the Dark Temple. You could still save this planet.
You have my attention.
Oh, god damn it, Imitate, you're crazy.
The Dark Temple is ancient, built during a previous incarnation of our empire. 1,000 years ago, our own emperor buried his enemies here. These enemies remain powerful, even in death, which is why the temple was sealed. But now, something terrible has happened.
Dun dun dun! And this is where we need Indiana Jones.
An idiot went and woke them up.
With the Emperor's attention elsewhere, a group of ambitious but ignorant Sith thought to gain power by raiding the temple. They didn't find the relics they sought. Instead, they awoke an ancient Sith Lord, Lord Calig, and their expedition plunged into madness.
God, I hated this quest.
What was this expedition? How many people were lost?
No, wait.
At least 100. Several Sith, slaves, soldiers, experts. All stupid. Because Lord Calig died by ambush, I believe he awakened unaware of his own death, and his expectations became reality for those around him. His power overwhelmed all inside the temple. And even now the workers plot wars against each other, believing themselves Sith Lords, and drawing terrible power from Calig himself.
Are there more dead Sith Lords in there?
Ah, you begin to see the crisis. There are still more ancient Sith Lords whose spirits lay dormant in the temple. If the ancient Sith Lords are woken by the violence within, they could overrun Dromund Kaas.
Maybe that won't happen.
We're not going to be saved by optimism, young one. I have studied all of the burial chambers within. Each was made with the same ancient design, one we can exploit. If you fuse the 500-kilogram hinges on each, even a violent assault should not be able to wake the ancients.
Alright.
What would have to be done?
The team I sent in earlier was using a massive metal torch. Effective, but slow, I'm afraid. They did not make it far. The torch must be recovered, and the doors of the ancients sealed.
I honestly don't know what this armor is, but Darth McDonald's has it, like this butt armor here. It looks like you can fly with it. I don't know what it is, but I'm praying to God that it's not like my final, like, you know, set piece in the end, you know, epic loot, rating gear, whatnot. Here, give me half a second, guys. I gotta do something. Oh, pardon me. SWToR, the Dark Temple. Make sure I actually get this fucking set. Update. There we go. Okay. Just want to make sure this is updated. I was going to be named something hella stupid, and I didn't want that. This way we could actually reference it later without looking at it and being like, fuck. I think that's a heroic area. But alright. Let's see what we got. These guys are level 14. I am level 16. Let's do the math. And scream. Heck, you're still alive? And sorry about like her swinging her hand twice. I think it's because it's on the server we are. We're on an East Coast server. It's like 100 ms. So every time I press it, because it's a really quick attack, she ends up trying to do it again because I keep spamming it. And sorry about the ding. I gotta fix that because I use Alt when I probably should use Sit or Shift. But as I was saying, retaliation is really awesome. I can only use it once I've dodged, parried, blocked, etc. But it's an instant cast. It doesn't give a fuck about global cooldown. So I can use it pretty much whenever, interrupt whatever spell I'm doing, and it does a decent amount of damage. It's on a fairly short cooldown as well. Wait, what other quests do I have to do here? Insane, so just kill all of these guys. These are the insane, crazy ones that think they're Sith Lords. Hallucinating. Only thing about it is, though, it does cost rage. Why the fuck did Beta jump over there? She's fucking crazy. She's got guns, but she decided to go in face first. That's why she's my partner. And going back to the whole class thing, you know, not doing damage, you know, slow questing that I was talking about earlier. Oh, I should probably heal. I guess it depends on what talents you take while I channel my hatred. Here's the tree I'm in. After I do a force charge, I get a 100% chance to use my force scream for free. Sunder, this allows my sundering blade, which generally, because it only generates 1 rage because of my form, generates 2, so it helps me get more rage out. And then lash out reduces the rage cost of this, so I can get more of those out. I guess it depends on how you do it, because there's a lot of specific damage reduction ones, but then there's ones that kind of help you out. I think that's the majority of the ones that really help you out. The rest of them are kind of, you know, increased damage. Those are your main taunts. We've got some CD reductions and stuff like that. But I'm assuming you would quest a lot faster, but it might be a little bit more dangerous if you don't go in the tank spec, because you're not as tanky. If that isn't that obvious. And they're dead. That is why I play this game. To jump on a group of 3 or 4 people, slam them in their faces, stab one, scream at the other, and then Jenga. Okay, I want to know where this is. Where is it? What is it? Okay, I can click on it. And this is supposed to be some sort of artifact thing. I'm gonna go back in. I think no. I need something I don't have. I can't find it, and I don't know how to explain it, so don't even ask me. It's something, the something, you gotta get the something, you put the something in the something, and then the something does something. And they're dead. Where's Veta? Yeah, and just like a Warriors 2 back in WoW, they had Vigilance, I think it was. Well, I've got pretty much the same thing. It reduces damage, put on whatever target I have. I've got her, you can see by the Wii. Reduces her damage by 5%, and like part of her damage is actually transferred onto me, as well as the threat she generates, like half the threat she generates comes back onto me as well. So it's really helpful for high damage DPS. Not Campbell. Okay, I'm kidding. I do it on Campbell. So it's something kind of nice. I haven't actually gotten to like an instance since I actually got my taunt. Me and Campbell did the Black Talon a little while ago. You guys, some of you watched one of our go-throughs. We kind of farmed it out a little bit. But even though we farmed it out and we got all our stuff, we tried to do Hammer Station, which is the next one. We went in, it's like, it recommends a full group. I'm like, oh, I was like, I didn't. Okay, first reaction was, we got this. Went through it, started playing a little bit. We don't got this. That's basically how it works. Fuck. And dead. Look at her, she's sitting over there all pretty doing damage. She's my girl. So, yeah, we need a full group to do that, but we don't know anyone, and I really don't want to mess with any pugs. I'm not in the mood for pugs, but are you actually going to grab it? Okay, there we go. Most of the time when they do that, you can have the companions go off and do their own, you know, you can have them collect while you walk away and fight or whatnot, but most of the time whenever I did that, I actually, like, walked away and ended up having her follow, and then I missed like a whole area full of plants, and I was pissed off to say none the least. She has some splaining to do. Let's see. This is for no idea. This is for the Ravagers in here, supposedly. Over here is Lost. Yes, let me go over here. This is gonna be awesome. Oh, the wrong fucking way too. Well, I gotta kill these guys anyways. These things are a bitch. She just force choked me. You just choked a bitch. God. And there's no auto attack. I'm sure most of you know that. As you saw, I literally, if I didn't hit a button, it didn't work. And unfortunately, sorry about the frame rate drop, guys. Generally, it runs about 30 frames a second. Most of the time, a little bit more. I don't know what it is. I've heard other people who have the GTX 580, which is a really expensive graphics card, which can play pretty much anything else 100% fine, 60 frames, no drops or anything like that. And Star Wars has a problem with it. I don't know what it is, but... And I got way too much rage. Macro that rage! Macro that rage! Macro! Just use it all! And that worked. Well, I have 3 abilities that use rage. My Scream, Vicious Slash, oh no, 4. Smash, and then Retaliate. Or whatever, Retaliation. Oh god. I just kind of stood there and looked at them in the light. I wish I didn't know. I wish they didn't notice. Retaliate, but the big one that does the damage is Vicious Slash. The rest of them, you know, this is pretty much a free attack. That's AoE. That's a semi-ranged, very short or very short ranged. Let's see. But you guys are scared of the frame drops, like, oh, my computer can't run it. Your computer should be able to run it. It's not all that detailed. It's just a matter of the type of graphics card. I'm waiting for new drivers to come out. I'm hoping something like that comes out to kind of help me out, or if there's another fix. We'll have to wait and see. This is the funny quest.
Do you dare approach the great Nil Venerus, Lord of the Sith, Master of the Undying Darkness? Answer me. What insolence brings you to this place, slave?
You don't look like a Sith Lord, and you wear a slave collar.
What? You're not afraid of me? You aren't a mindless puppet like the rest of them? I don't understand.
I still have my senses, but someone here is out of his.
You're right. I was out of my senses. But not anymore. I was part of an expedition sent by the Empire to measure strange activity in the Dark Temple. But soon after we entered, we all became different people. I became the mighty Lord Venerus, and the others became my obedient followers and servants.
Wait, you said you were part of an expedition?
We were gathering data for the Empire, and then we were all suddenly possessed. It's strange that you seem to be unaffected. In fact, it's strange to find you here at all. I thought the Imperials gave up sending people in here. What exactly are you doing here?
I'm doing a vital service to the Empire.
So the Imperials haven't given up on getting their precious data, after all. This is lucky. You see, ever since I came to my senses, I've been worried that my followers will begin to doubt my leadership. I can't lose my power. I can't go back to being a slave. But maybe we can help each other.
And this is why this quest is funny.
I have a few moments I can spare.
All I ask is that you find the symbols of Lord Venerus's power. They were looted from his tomb by the people possessed by Venerus's enemies. The symbols will help me reinforce my followers' belief in me, lock them in their dream.
I'm making no promises.
Be careful. Venerus's old enemies will put up a good fight.
This guy is really fucking selfish. So he's taking advantage of a bunch of delusional people. That says it all right there. I can't really say anything else to that.